Hey guys, as always, welcome to Applebee's. I've got a big question, and this one is not going to be family friendly. Let's talk about that. In this episode, I've got several questions to go through, but one big one that this one is really about that I hope gets you thinking, and it kind of makes everything super clear on the entire week. This channel is super family friendly. About 6 months ago, I said the word balls on here, talking about a sheriff down south, and I got ripped a new one by a Karen for saying the B word. And that's the entire experience of this channel being not family friendly. But this video, I want to just give y'all a heads up. It's probably not one for the kids, and I'm going to be super careful in what I say. I'm going to put words up here because I am trying to be super careful, but a heads up on that one. But I think it's an important conversation that we need to have. So let her rip. Hey, this episode is brought to you by Shall Not Comply. My new favorites are the Rudy Tooty cases and the Sunny Day non-compliance tee. Link is right down below. Shortest sponsor ever. All right, it's crazy out there. I've said that day after day now, and we've been talking about that on here and on Instagram, a couple other places. But it is, and I do have some questions, and this is not the whole picture. Like I said this yesterday on here, that one simple video can't cover everything. And also, I don't cover a lot of the stuff that the mainstream is covering because they do a terrible job of it. But when everybody is talking about the same thing, usually the story sometimes can come to the top. Not on this one. I'm left with some serious questions. Let me know what your questions are. Would love to hear from y'all. Here's the first one, is that where's the security footage? Those security cameras are everywhere, and yet we haven't seen anything, almost nothing. We've seen a lot of grainy cell phone footage, a lot of shaky camera, but no actual footage, and I think that stuff probably falls underneath Freedom of Information Act. So the FOIMA, Freedom of Information Act folks should be jumping on this, but I don't think we'll ever know. Question one, where is the security footage? Number two, it's not really, well, yeah, it is a kind of a question. It's kind of a statement as well. They knew the rally was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to light off. I knew it was going to be crazy. Why weren't they ready? Here's the real statement, because some people are saying that why weren't they ready? I suggest to y'all they were. They were very much ready, and what was supposed to happen, happened. Number three, and here's the big one, and this is kind of hard to talk about. Again, I'm not going to go through, it's not going to live up to the hype. I say it's not family friendly. I'm not going to say a lot of stuff because I am careful on here. But I think right now we're in a time where, in this timeline, it's really weird. Like last night, ARFCOM got hit, and they're gone, like completely gone. There are websites all over our industry that are scrambling right now trying to figure out what to do and how to proceed forward. This is not a commercial, I promise. I've had a boatload of y'all say, Johnny, what are you going to do? I mentioned it yesterday. I am going to do a backup over on the Warrior Poet Network. I'm going to have a link to that one down below, and that's going to be a backup to this channel. I'm also creating a original series that's going to be actually on the network. So you're going to have a subscription for that, but this channel is going to be on there free. So I think we're going to try to get that up this month, but it's coming. So I'm going to have a link down there, but that's part of it. Again, not a commercial. Don't feel like I'm selling you. I'm just saying that's one thing I'm doing. But people are getting canceled nonstop. Now, they're getting canceled based on, and even the T-Man got popped. Y'all know that. Got popped everywhere. But they're not saying, the big tech is not saying why. And this is an interesting point. Their terms of service is what they always fall back on. Well, you broke the terms of service, but it never makes sense, and they are purposefully vague. Get that down in your soul. Purposefully vague. Their rules are so vague, and then when they put the ban hammer on you, they won't tell you why. Just yesterday, my buddy Mike, y'all know him as Country Mash, he got popped for this word. And it doesn't make sense because he was showing an optic, and they'll never tell him. They will never be clear. They never will. Side issue, sidebar, it's the same thing that the ATF does, is they are purposely vague. Also, it casts a huge net, and that way they can sweep up anyone and everyone, and they're always going to be casting the biggest net as possible. And the social media does the same thing. They leave the gate open, or they leave the option open to ban whoever they want and blame the terms of service. So they're always intentionally vague. They're never clear. They never give you good feedback. Now, they keep saying this, that all the bans going on right now are about protecting people and keeping people safe. Or they're about trying to stop this word. Yet, I sit here, and here's the heart of this video, and I want to say it's not about safety. It's not about any of those things. It's not about protecting Americans. It's not about preserving anything that is decent in America. And here's the question. As of right now, they have scoured the internet. It looks like up to 60,000 Twitter accounts were popped in the last week. And it's bad. And there's a lot of work that went into that. Little people clicking with glasses on, little reading glasses sitting and clicking in dark, smoky rooms. People turning other people in. The Gestapo is out there doing their thing. People, I'm going to use that word, scouring the internet to be able to pop these people. Why don't they go after? If the real goal is to protect America and protect Americans and to keep things pure and safe and again to protect the innocent and protect this country, why not go after this? If they can remove the red hats in about 30 seconds, why not here? Big tech, why not? And I've got a problem with that. I shared that with somebody this morning, and I said the same thing. Why, if they're going after those folks, why not just pop all the others? And they said, ooh, yeah, it's not an insurmountable task. Yet, big tech for the last years and years and years, they have left all of this completely alone. And it gets even worse than that. Facebook has allowed, and y'all know this, for years, they've allowed these folks to recruit. That's not a conspiracy. That is documented. They won't touch that. I've got a few other notes here, and I feel weird. Like, I'm sorry, but I gave you the thing at the beginning. This, one of the biggest websites in the world, their numbers on exploitive and people who are too young, underage, outrageous. They won't touch them. Big tech will not touch them. They say they do, but they don't. Hand in hand with that, celebrities for years have said some of the most flagrant, and I'm talking about flagrant stuff. High-level celebrities can say anything they want with impunity. Big tech will not go after them. I don't like this episode, by the way. I'm sorry, but it needs to be asked. YouTube, the filth that is on here, and I'm not talking about consenting adults doing what they want to do in their own time. I don't care about that. I'm talking about some filth that I don't want to say out loud on here that won't be touched. Pay Money Wubby is and I don't recommend his channel, not at all, it's filth. But he did an exploration of this movie right here, and I watched his expose on it, and it's tough. It is really tough, and he is not mincing words, and that came through Netflix. Nobody would touch that. All they did is just change the cover of the overall movie. So that's a lot. I got more on here, but say what you want. You can say, and I've said this before, you can call yourself a dinosaur. Go out in the front yard, pull your arms inside your shirt and hop around and make Tyrannosaurus Rex noises. You're not a dinosaur. You can call a thing what it isn't, and that doesn't make it is. Say whatever you want. You can say you're going after the protection, the preservation of America, but you ain't. You're not. I reserve my right to wear one of these. Call me whatever you want, but I reserve my right to think for myself from my cold, dead hands.